news, because knights and pages bring you news, and there is a lot of blood on this sword. So this knight is really been busy fighting and taking action. Have this could be a question, and I'll put that question in this video. Have you been fighting, or have you been working really hard, blood, sweat, and tears? That is what's coming to me. Is that happening to you, or has that happened to you? And are you waiting for news? Have you been in a judicial situation where you've been really working hard and it feels like blood, sweat, and tears? Then perhaps you will get an honest answer, clarity this week. That's the right word, clarity, with this news that's coming through to you, either through phone or email or text message. Why do I say clarity? Because the swords stand for the air sign, and the air signs are justice, communication, and wisdom. Perhaps you're going to get news that you are taken on in a university or a college, or that you've passed your exams. I think it will be good news because the sun is lying underneath. And usually, when you have the swords, it means justice will be done. You'll get what you deserve, and they will get what they deserve. But we've got the sun underneath, so perhaps you've had a yes, an agreement, and got clarity and a final settlement with. Let's say buying a house, that it's the agreement has finally come true. You can sign the documents, or the documents have been signed and cleared, and it's all clear to you that you can move home or go on holiday, or that you might be pregnant. You might have had a pregnancy test done previous week, and you had to wait for the results, because we've got the child on the horse. The horse means journeying. The child means a birth or hearing of a birth. This could also mean that you might be meeting a Leo. This could also mean that there's a new level in your relationship, either professional or personal. Perhaps a new love, which is a Leo. You are in the spotlight. So the question would be, were you in the spotlight, and what was the spotlight? Something what is being illuminated. What is being illuminated? Is it a judicial factor because of the Knight of Swords, or um, was it just something that you've been waiting for? News, did that come through and make you happy, for instance? So that's the type of questions I'll be asking, and you can come in and tell me that the reading resonated with you, and that share your happiness with us. And that is what the whole purpose is of the tea room. As we together, we stand strong, and we are a family. So that is why I want to get closer with my cyber angels. So if you would like to join in, then please subscribe and hit the bell, and make sure that you'll get notified when I go live. So on Monday, you're definitely going to get a positive start. After all your hard work, you've been through the walls, but now the sun is breaking through. You might feel out of sorts though, because you've got the Five of Pentacles. You might feel left out of a group, or you might feel left out by family or friends, or you might feel left out at a group of work because you're working from home and you're missing your colleagues, things like that, that you're missing your work. Don't worry. You've got the church window, which represents the angels and divine. They have your back. It will be short-lived, but you can always instigate a new beginning by joining a club or making your own club. Make your cyber club and join in with your friends and colleagues. When you phone them up, ask them for their email so that you can do a Zoom or Skyping, but you need each other's cyber name or email. And there is a fight, I said Leo there, the sun. Yes, you could be a female friend that is a Leo, but don't exclude the Queen of Wands. Don't because she is Leo. The Queen of Wands is Leo. The King of Wands is Aries. So I think it is a Leo that you're missing. But don't exclude Aries or Sagittarius. This Queen knows what she wants and she will go into action and actually go for what she wants. So if you really miss your colleagues or your friends or family, then start that cyber group and do what you want. Come into action like the Queen would. You can't drag her away from you can't drag her away with wild horses from any ideas that she has. Okay, Aquarius. On Friday, you've got the Fool. The Fool means take that leap of faith, a new beginning. Okay, a new beginning. Well, that could be very careful, and that could be quite true because somebody or something has broken your heart. A loss of a pet, a loss of a job, a loss of a loved one, or a loss of a relationship. Usually, the general meaning is that you've broken up, sorrow, pain of the heart. This could be a third party in a relationship, but it's gone now. It's gone. It's broken. Okay, because I don't see a man anywhere, any significant man, because the knights don't have a meaning in the big arcana, only the pages, the queens, and the kings. But it could be an air sign that you've broken away from, or yeah, you might be hearing from him, and there could be a new beginning. So, if that is the case for you, Aquarius, then it could be somebody else. It could be a fire sign that you had a relationship, so that you are sending them news and you would like to have a new start. But remember, once the heart has been broken, it's hard to mend. The trust is hard to mend. Perhaps somebody's broken your heart and it could have been a fire sign. And you feel, how do you call it? You want to trust them, you love them dearly, but it is difficult to re-trust. That takes time. And when I talk about fire signs, know your boundaries, know their boundaries, and let them know what your boundaries are and know what their boundaries are. Ask them for their boundaries because that is where it goes wrong with air and fire, definitely, because air gives more uh, energy to fire and you'll be burned out. This is always what I say with fire signs. Watch out that you don't get burned out. Now you've got a lot of wands. You've got a wand with a joker or the fool, and you've got the Queen of Wands, so and you've got the Nine of Wands, and so there's a lot of wood to burn and keep the fire going. Now, it's been really tough with this situation. If I'm talking about a relationship or a friendship, or even in business, you might have had a hard time, but the hard time is here now. The end is here now because you've got a 9. You're just pausing before you take the new leap. And the 9 is also a new beginning because you're going to number 1, number 10, which is a new beginning. An ending, where there is an ending, there's a new beginning. And this is already confirmed on Friday. In most cases, I think that if you communicate properly, Aquarius, which you've got the gift of the gab, then you will be celebrating at the weekend. You might reconcile. You might just, be celebrating their birthday as we are in April. You might be invited to their birthday and you might reconcile. Like I said, somebody's broken, somebody's heart, somebody left very quickly and they didn't want a confrontation. This card also means that somebody might have been sneaky and that somebody could have been you or your ex-partner or your partner in crime, because there could have been a third-party situation. Somebody was untrue and broke their heart and sneaked away, took away what what wasn't theirs and left a broken heart behind, as there's two swords behind you, leaving it behind. You didn't want a confrontation. You were very sneaky and you left, or they left. Now, on the bottom of the cards is of the clarifying deck is the Eight of Rods. Again, a lot of wood. You're going from the 8 to the 9 to a new beginning. Now, the Eight of Rods means that things are happening all at once. A lot of messages, and this will be through cyber, SMS, telephone calls, or email. It also means that you might be traveling. You might be traveling. Now, for the love card, we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So there is a physical attraction here, and fire signs are very passionate. But passion doesn't last. If you would like to make this relationship in a long-lasting relationship, then know your boundaries and tell your partner what the boundaries are. Come together and talk about it and see what their boundaries are. No, there will be a solution. The solution is the situation will improve. Like I said, there will be celebrations. Only if you can talk it out with them, okay? Only if you are being heard and you also listen. Because let's face it, air signs are very quick, but they can listen when other people think they're not listening. So let them know that you are listening, because sometimes you might be busy with one thing and you're hearing it, but they're not realizing that you are hearing it. Well, your angel for this week, coming week, Aquarius, as Archangel Zadkiel. Listen, wow, this is amazing. This is called clairvoyant. Clairaudience, sorry. It says clairaudience. And I was just talking about listening here. Listen with attention to the love of your inner guide, of yourself, and from other people. So listen to what they're saying and listen to how much they love you. And my experience is that I've had people around me, but they never told me, I love you. And people need to hear that. People need a hug. If you don't get hugged, or if you don't get kissed, or getting to hear, I love you, then it passes us by. Sometimes we're too busy and have our attention on other things. The chemistry is there, but there needs to be a lot more. There needs to be communication. There needs to be touch. Although we can't touch at the moment, listen, talk. From talking, you get to know each other. So let the chemistry turn into long-lasting understanding, love, being one, being whole. Okay. So focus on what is being said, okay? And don't look away when somebody's talking. Look to somebody in their eyes so they know that you are focused on them. Look at this picture. All the eyes of the girls are focused on each other. They are looking at each other whilst they're celebrating. It is also a very old custom to look somebody in the eye when you're speaking to them. In some countries, it's not done, but in Europe, it is. If you are not looking at somebody, then it's like if it's not meant or whether it's honest. Show how much you love. The eyes are the windows to the soul. And if you love somebody, you will be beaming it out. You will shine it out to the next person. They will see the gentleness and the love in your eyes. So be aware of that, Aquarius. So that could also be a question of me. Do you look somebody in the eye and tell them that you love them? Do you give a little squeeze when you hug them? Are you a person that does not know how to hug because you weren't brought up with hugs? Then try to practice it. Start with one arm and then turn round face and then throw your other arm around. But make a gesture with a hand and arm. Let them know that you love them. You will get it back. Be open to that. Open your solar plex and open your heart to love, physical and mental. I hope you've enjoyed this reading and ask Archangel Zadkiel for help if you need it. And then you might feel more relaxed and at peace. Take care and be blessed. I love you all. Okay, so write down your questions. Write down your questions and hit subscribe and the bell. Set the bell on all, and then you will be notified when I go live. And you're the first ones, because I've just decided that I think I might go live next Friday with this session, or Friday afternoon or Saturday. Let me know in the reactions if you would love to join in and discuss this, my questions and your questions. Let's get together and get real. Digital. Wow. Take care and be blessed. Bye bye.